The Tide Park, as a relatively mature manufacturing park, we've had great success in locating some really quality tenants who provide tremendous jobs for the Tamaqua area. Given that the majority of the tenants within the Tide Industrial Park are manufacturers, the products that they create here are exported not only just across the state and across the country, but overseas as well. Several of the tenants within the park do export to Canada and Mexico, and also overseas to as far away as China.
We actually ship to New Zealand. I would say the location is beneficial for shipping, being as we're located so close to 80, 81, the Turnpike, 78, so we are pretty central to most of the major highways. Our largest customer is located in California. We manufacture a foamed synthetic lumber, so we're basically taking plastic and foaming it and making extruded profiles out of it. Most of our product is sold into the spa OEM market, where spa OEMs use it for cladding around the sides of hot tubs and swim spas. Just recently, our furniture business, our outdoor furniture business has grown. So we actually make the sticks, we'll call them, and we send them to a fairly local Amish manufacturer who actually assembles it into furniture. So Adirondack chairs, tables, swings, benches, rockers, deep seating, etc. So that's really our growing market right now.
Manufacturing today is quite different from years ago. You're not just in one position doing one thing. We expect our employees to understand the whole process of what's happening out there. We have a very long process in order to work at Highwood. We don't just accept anybody. You have to take a test. You have to come to Highwood for a group exercise and group interviews. And so it's not, come in one day and you're in the door working the next. You have to be able to go through this process first in order to work there. We like to take the time up front to make sure that you're going to fit there, because it's very costly and it's a lot of time to bring someone in, not just for the hiring process, but also training somebody. It takes time for the people on the floor to train, and if it doesn't work out, it's a cost there as well. So we do like to take a good amount of time up front to find the right person that's going to work. We want it to work for them and to work for Highwood as well.
If somebody I knew was looking for a job, I would tell them Highwood is definitely a good career choice.
The three most important factors that we're seeing in businesses choosing to locate in different geographies are availability of real estate, availability of workforce, and cost. In the Tide Industrial Park, there exists a pad-ready site that basically means a company can choose to locate here and have a shovel in the ground in a matter of weeks. If that were virgin land, that could take up to 2 years. So that's a very important factor in businesses choosing to locate in the area. Secondly is workforce availability. Workforce is one of the most important factors in any firm's success. And here in the Tamaqua area, there is a quality, skilled workforce that is readily available to prospective tenants moving into the park. And the last piece is cost. The cost in northeastern Pennsylvania is relatively lower than some of the surrounding areas such as New York and New Jersey. In addition to that, with the tax incentives that are in place on that site and the access to low interest financing, it's a very cost-effective location for businesses to choose.
Silverline in the United States has 3 manufacturing facilities in Pennsylvania. We have 1 manufacturing facility in Decatur, Indiana. We have another facility in Scotland and a facility in Jinan, China. The Tidewood Industrial Park facility has approximately 75 employees that work here between our production and our research and development people. I believe that our R&D facility was erected in Tide about the year 2000. Silverline makes what is called special effect pigments. We produce aluminum-based flakes of various shapes, sizes, and finishes that are used in the automotive industry, they're used in industrial coatings, they're used in printing inks, and they're used in consumer products, the 3C market. Silverline has had a long relationship with the Tide board. They assisted Silverline in the initial purchase of our property, And as a result of that, we have actually been involved with the Tide Board since we came to the park and continue with this relationship even today. When you ask how far or where a product from our manufacturing facilities in Tamaqua could go, we regularly ship to all parts of Europe. We regularly ship to China, other parts of Asia, and in fact, Australia. So literally, a product from Tamaqua can wind up anywhere in the world.